Hello. This video is to explain the steps for today's yearbook meeting. So I'm going to go to the website yearbook.lifetouch.com. It's helpful if once you've logged in, you've bookmarked yourself. And so my view is going to look a little different than you because I have last year's yearbook and then this year's. So things that I am going to first talk about. So some cool features. You're going to see here this dashboard that tells us how many books we've sold for the school year. So 19 people have purchased yearbooks. And then you're going to see this right here, and this tells us how many pages have been completed. So I want to go to the the ladder diagram. And this shows me all of the pages that are in our yearbook. We have a 48-page yearbook. And then what I've done is I've labeled each page. So this is for the title page, and it is also the third place cover winner from art class. This right here is not a page. When you see pages, you're always going to see double or two pages. So like 2 and 3 will be together. So here is the title page, and then here is the staff Bitmoji page. So if I was assigned to the staff Bitmoji page, I'm going to be seeing both pages, but I need to know I'm only putting the staff Bitmoji on the right-hand side. So let me scroll down to, for example, 7th grade football. So I need to go to the next page here because no one chose 7th grade football. So I'll go back to the top, and I'm going to click on that page to work on it. So this is what I mean by a double page spread. So if you're looking at me in the bottom corner, here's last year's yearbook. So that's like me opening up a page, and when I open up a page, I see 2. So this is the left side, and then this is the right side. So most of us are only working on 1 page in the yearbook, but everyone is going to see 2 pages. So this side right here is my 7th grade page. So today our meeting is going to look at borders. So hopefully you can see my cursor. On the left-hand side are all of my tools. I want to go to borders. And everything that is here and listed is an option for you. So I picked 7th grade football, and there's no search option. I have to scroll through all of them to see what there is to offer. And so I might say, oh, okay, what does this look like? It's kind of far away to see. So if I click, hold, and drag, then drop, it will place it in. So that one's kind of cool, but does it fit maybe the theme that I'm trying to go for if this is football? And even though there will essentially be 3 people, one on the 8th grade football, one on the 7th grade football, one on the 6th grade football, because this page would be 6th grade, maybe we need to coordinate and work together and have the same border for all 3 grades. So I'm just going to keep looking to see, okay, what can I find? And so I'm just continuing to scroll. Is there anything I like? So let's say I haven't found anything yet, but this is what I have, and maybe I want to see, oh, what does this one look like? So this is just an orange line. So I don't have to remove one, I just keep putting one on top of it, and the most recent one is the one that will save. So here's maybe purple stars. They are alphabetical, so you might eventually get to one that says sport, like this one. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so this is the different sport balls. So maybe all sports pages end up with this one. So once I have this here, I need to go to my save button. So I'm going to hit my save button, and it is there for good. Okay, if I make a change, and let's say I change my mind and I want to go to Sparkle Stars, okay, it won't stay until I hit save. So let's say I go back to pages. Do I want to do this? I haven't saved. If I leave, that will not be there. Okay, so I want to go back to the football. I want to hit save, and then I know that that is good, and that's what's going to stick on my page. And it also tells me here that the save was successful. And that is simple. That's all we're doing for today's meeting. If I go back, I have to scroll all the way up to the top. This is where a computer comes in a little bit more handy than an iPad. If I go back, I can look at any of these features, okay? Images are the pictures I will be uploading from different events. Portraits are school pictures, so you won't need those at all. Backdrop or backgrounds is the next meeting that we have, and if you want, it's the same type of feature. If you want to get a head start, here are the different options. There's solid colors, different textures, photos that can become backgrounds, patterns, or illustrations. So you can take a look at those and get a head start if you want. It's essentially the same thing. What I like, I click, I drag, I drop. And then I always have to hit save before I am leaving. All right, I'm going to do another part to this video, and for that video, I will show you how iPads work. This video was with my desktop. All right, so this video is for the iPad use of our yearbook website. We're going to go to Chrome. And in Chrome, we're going to type yearbook.lifetouch.com. And I have mine auto-saved. I highly recommend you do the same so that you don't always have to type it all in. And I will log in. You're always going to get this message every time if you're using your iPad. I'm in Chrome, so I don't need to download. What I'm going to do is say, no thanks, I'd like to continue anyway. Now, I have to change mine to this year's yearbook. You won't have to do that. You'll only have this year's. And you will always start at the dashboard. And in the dashboard, you'll see that it says Swan Valley Middle School Yearbook 2021, and from here you can look at the cover submission. Some things for you might be turned off, but since I have access to everything, you will see, and this is last year's, sometimes it doesn't update, but as of yesterday we had 19 books sold, and then this will change as we finish a page. So you don't have access to finish pages, you only have access to update pages. So, whoops, I forgot to mention, you're going to go to this book logo with the drop down, and we're choosing ladder diagram. That lists all of the pages in our yearbook. So we have a 48-page yearbook, and you will see all of the pages, but you'll only have the ability to edit some of the pages, only the ones that you've been assigned to. So I actually am going to look at the football page. Now, the way that the book works is you'll have access to 2 pages because I can't just give you one of the pages. So you need to make sure that you are coordinating and working on the correct page. So I accidentally added this border to the 8th grade page when really I meant to add it to the 7th grade page. So I'm going to keep doing this one, and then the 8th grade person can add it to the other page because no one has the 7th grade football page. So we are working right now, just for today, excuse me, on borders. And so you're going to select borders. And when you select borders, you'll have all of these options. They are listed in alphabetical order by the name of the border. And you are more than welcome to use any of these. I do like to try to spread out the use. So for example, if we have 3 football pages, one for 8th grade, one for 7th grade, and one for 6th grade, it kind of is nice that you keep all of the football the same border. Not required. If it doesn't look good, we can always change it. So the one I have in here is sports. So we have to go down to the S's for sports. And I believe near sports there were a couple of cool options. So let's say I have one in right now and I don't like it. So let's say I want to change that. I'm going to touch, hold, whoops, held too long. Touch and hold and pick it up. Pick it up and drop it. So I know that's hard to see, but I'm literally, I'll go back to sports, touch, hold, and I'm trying to touch outside of the image. I'm trying to touch in this gray area around it. So touch without letting go, touch, hold, drop. And that time when I touched it, I had to touch part of the image, not the gray. So it is in there. That's all I needed to do for today. And then the magical important button is hitting save. If I do not hit save, it will not update my change, and when I come back to it, it will not be there. So I do have to hit save, and then I am good. So a couple of things, and then you can see it says successfully saved. So I do want to scroll back up. You always have to do this to get back. I do have to scroll all the way back through and hit back. And this returns me back to options for my page. So, oh no, that's okay. Scroll back down. So it's still there. I'm gonna go back to it. And then I want to mention a couple of things. So first, these are all of the things that we are able to do with the page. I don't have all images or pictures that I've taken yet, but images are the things that I take and will upload for you to use on these pages. Portraits are from school day pictures, and you won't have any need to work on those. Next month, we'll be looking at picking a background, and I'll just mention, so when you click it, there are different options. So you have a good 200 plus options to look at, and same type of thing. You pick it, whatever you like, you touch and drag over and then drop in the space. If I wanted something on both areas, I need to drop it twice. I would pick it up, drop it here, then I would pick it up and drop it there. Okay, but I will go into that for next month. A couple other things that we'll talk about in future meetings are the text. So when I want to type on the page, like a heading or people's names or their team numbers or things like that. So that is kind of where you find that. You are more than welcome to play and move ahead with these features, but I probably won't specifically answer your questions until our meeting. We'll talk about it. If you have issues, please let me know. I know that sometimes things are just a little bit trickier, like it worked on someone's iPad, but it didn't work on someone else's. So just trying to plan accordingly.